Welcome back to my channel. It is Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings, Taurus, to get a better idea about what's going on in the week or if this isn't resonating with you. So this is for Taurus for the week of September 19th to the 26th. I will be using a little bit of adjustment here. I am using the medicine cards for your main spread today, and then as always drawing additional cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Healing with the Angels Oracle. So this is a general reading. Whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find them helpful in healing. So what does Taurus need to know? All right, Taurus, I'm just going to get a little snapshot of what's going on here with all four cards together before looking at them individually. So we're looking at concerns this week regarding secrets, either your own or someone else's, or keeping a secret, or being told to keep one, or feeling as though you have to, out of self-preservation. Also issues of keeping track of things. If this is a petty nature, you could be keeping tabs on someone. If it isn't petty, you could be here kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, if that's what's going on here. Particularly, I'm looking at secrets and whale together, keeping record secrets. Very likely that the other person doesn't know that you're doing this. And like I said, if it is petty, you'd want to stop that. If it isn't, you'd want to ask yourself why you're in a situation at all that you would feel as though you would be keeping track of something or keeping record of something and still felt like you had to be secretive about it or to be withholding something from someone else. We're looking also at issues of reputation and, of course, diversion, trying to get away from something, trying to get around something, possibly trying to trip somebody else up or to get them to avoid looking at something obvious that you're doing or that you've said or that you're trying to do here. I don't like to think that this is a petty atmosphere at all. I really hope that's not the situation. Certainly, if it is at all for you, Taurus, you'd want to stop doing that. No, that's a very low vibration. To be dealing with issues of, secrets and, diverting someone else's attention, keeping tabs on somebody. And if that is a result or a reaction of whom you're spending time with, I'd like you to ask why you would be spending time with someone who brings out these types of conditions in your life. On the other hand, if we're looking at high vibration here, which could very well be what's going on, we're looking at self-preservation, okay? But again, I would ask, why would you unless this is an actual physical or environmental disaster in your life, and God forbid that's what's happening. If this is simply a personal issue, I would ask, why would you be in a situation, or you would want to ask yourself, hopefully this week, why would I continue dealing with a person or a circumstance or an endeavor where I felt like I had to keep secrets, or in other words, not be authentic, not be myself, not be honest, okay? Maybe this is about you getting out of something and this is how you have to play things right now. And and I do understand that if that's the case. That would be the only reason here, though, I would stay at all near any low vibration. You want to raise your vibration here, right? So it could be a good week for you to be looking at who you are to other people, who they are to you, and what kind of judgments you're making here with those individuals. Your reputation could precede you this week. Someone could be misunderstanding you, or you could be misrepresenting yourself for some reason this week, Taurus. I'm guessing here to get your own way with something, but again, we're looking at gains. This is getting gamey this week, and regardless, business, travel, love, relationships, project, school, I don't care what this is about at this point. As a general concern, we're looking at why you would be trying to be subversive here in order to get your own way. And then, of course, with diversion, why would you be distracting someone away from something? Again, unless this is about actual self-preservation or protecting yourself or someone else who's vulnerable, you'd want to stay clear of this vibration this week. On the other, only because number one, it's low vibration. It's going to make you feel bad eventually, even if you can't put your finger on it, okay? Number two, stuff like this always finds a way to come back into our lives. Any secrets, particularly if you're creating diversion, or keeping tabs, that's going to be done to you, okay? That's just the name of the game. That's just the nature of karma. So you'd want to give what you'd like to receive here. So if this is something that's ongoing particularly, or if it feels gamey to you, you're going to want to, concern yourself this week with why are you playing these games type thing. And as I said at the very beginning, if this is an actual relationship or a work environment or any environment, frankly, where you feel that secrets are being kept, tabs are being kept, your reputation is on the line, or you're misrepresenting yourself or being misrepresented and trying to get away with something or from something, that could be seeing through this, that's a lot of energy, and I'm going to suggest that's a huge waste of energy. The point to high vibration is authenticity, okay, here, Taurus, and you really need to have a whole lot more self-respect in order to present yourself exactly who you are, and you're going to need compassion and understanding for whomever else enters your life, whether they're in it already or they're new, and accept them for who they are, okay? So there's probably some issues around acceptance this week, just generally speaking. What are you accepting? What are you putting up with? What are you projecting? Why should they accept it? This type of thing. So let's look at these individually. The skunk being in the central position, this represents you this week. This is where I'm drawing reputation from. Yep, skunk has a reputation. Everyone knows what's going to happen when they meet up with a skunk and the skunk's scared, okay? And this is universal. I don't care what language you are, what gender, where in the world you are. This is the way that reputation works, okay? People know before they even meet you. And it's probably accurate, okay? Here's the caveat. It doesn't always happen. So if you've misrepresented yourself by keeping secrets, or if you've let someone else propel secrets about you, or if you've not disclosed something about yourself, the reputation, despite who you really are, will precede you. So you just want to be careful here that your reputation is matching exactly who you are, so that people know exactly what they're getting. And vice versa. You want to know exactly who you're meeting. You don't want to play guessing games. Again, unless you are interested in wasting a lot of energy and time in any situation, both of these are a really good way to waste time and energy, okay? You want to stop doing that. That's stealing. That's a theft from you. And then I would even go so far as, if you find this is true for you, I would go so far as to ask, why do I allow people to steal from me my time and my energy? Why do I allow myself to steal my time and energy? To what? To what end? to make other people happy and comfortable, to fulfill what other people think of me, to fulfill this persona I've built for 10, 20, 30, 50 years. You might want to look at switching something up here in the way that you first believe about yourself, but secondly, the way that you present yourself, Taurus. The influence to the current position is whale. Here's where we have record keeper. I also read this as sister to the star card and the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Of course, star is not only Aquarius, but it's the wish card. So, what are you wishing for? What are you hoping for here? Is it something that you're keeping from someone else? It could very well be. And again, unless it's like for a higher purpose, like self-preservation or an actual surprise party. Like if this is all fun and flirty and you're just trying to distract someone from learning about a surprise party, for heaven's sakes, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here, and it's funny, right? But I'm looking at vibration here, and if it's not about a funny kind of event that you're throwing for someone, then we're looking at keeping tabs here. So what are you wishing for? Why would you be wishing for that? Is there Aquarius energy or some Aquarian influence? Of course, Aquarius rules the 11th house. We're looking at wishes, we're looking at groups of people, and we're looking at friendships. So this could have specifically to do with a friend or how other people see you in your friend group, or certainly how you're seeing your friends and your peer group. And your wish fulfillment, okay? So how are you interacting with other people? What do you expect from them? Are they keeping tabs on you? Are you doing it to them? To what end? I would be asking here, okay? Bottom line, between these two cards in particular, Taurus, I would suggest if you're not getting something from someone that you truly feel you deserve, you need, you require, you've asked for before, any number of reasons under the sun, I think the point of power this week could be for you to just be very explicit about it. Do it over the phone or in person, if at all possible. Don't do text. Don't do email. Don't do social media if you need to specifically ask something from someone else this week, okay? Do it over the phone or in person if this is what's going on here. And your probable outcome being diversion. This is where you are creating or allowing for the creation of some type of upset, okay? There's a distraction necessary for this plan of action here, or what you're allowing to play out here, okay? You may not be aware at how much control you have over your vibrational output here, and I wonder sometimes if that's what's going on, Taurus, having read for you weekly since April. I do know that for the past several weeks, almost in a row, you've been extremely exhausted, requiring sleep, requiring rest, requiring a dream world, requiring space in which to assess where you currently are and where you're going. Perhaps this is just muddled confusion. Perhaps you need more time, or you're being pulled in so many directions here and you're being diverted, okay? I just want to rest this stage of the card reading by suggesting here, Taurus, that even if you yourself aren't, doing this diversion, doing this misrepresentation, there is an element of allowance here, okay? If you're not a child and you're not in a coma, you have agency, and you need to make up your mind about what you're allowing here and what you're willing to put up with here, okay? Links being secrets in the general energy for the week. This is where I'm looking, and because this is because this is influencing the entirety of the reading, so it touches each and every card, secrets and diversion, secrets and reputation, secrets and record keeping. We're looking at withholding something from someone else. And again, very simply, and I'll put it to rest now, the element for me would be why. If this isn't about a surprise party, like I said, or if it isn't about self-preservation, and again, I would really look at why you would be in a predicament where you felt you needed to keep secrets in order to survive. Again, that's low vibration. You want to break out of that. I want you to assess why you would be allowing for this type of secret world. Because there's a nice distinction, and it's very important distinction, Taurus, between secrets and privacy. Okay, if that helps at all, that could be another term to contemplate this week. Perhaps you are mistaking or you haven't contemplated secrets versus privacy. Secrets cause harm, okay? That's the difference. Privacy is essential, but secrets can and do cause harm. Okay, a change in the wind. Well, no kidding, okay? How long are you going to put up with this is the most succinct way I'm going to be able to frame this for you as a general matter. Something is shifting whether your hands are in it or not, okay? Which way do you want to blow with this? And as I mentioned early on, if this is gamey or starting to feel like a game, or if it's taking up a lot of energy, and I suspect it is, with the secrets here influencing the week, I'm going to suggest that the change in the wind could be amounting to why you would be allowing this in your life. What do you think of yourself, right? It might be a nice way to explore the question around reputation in particular this week, Taurus, is to maybe just contemplate, what is my reputation and what would I like it to be, and why is it important to me, and what can I do to change that, and do I want to change that, and just really contemplate reputation this week, particularly around so we have a little chunk there. Let's get one jumper, particularly around issues regarding your esteem, what you think of yourself as opposed to what other people see when they meet you, or how you want to be seen as opposed to who you really are. How authentic are you, Taurus? And is that meeting your personal vision for yourself? Divine guidance. Well, this is actually, I'm really relieved to see this. Not only are you being guided to make a wise decision this week, of course, all this opens doors for you to walk through something to get to the other side. A change in the wind. Change is necessary, whether or not you're going to be in charge of it or welcoming will happen regardless here. I'm banking on you being in charge of it. I'd prefer that. So, pay attention to this week if you'd like to be fully knowledgeable about which way you're going here. The future is now. And then with divine guidance, follow your heart. Really, really pay attention to authenticity, Taurus. Really pay attention to your higher calling, your higher voice. If you have a relationship with Source or God or with a guardian angel, for example, turn to them at this time. Maybe take some moments of solitude, and let's get to the bottom of these secrets this week. Listen, if you have a second, please let me know how this works out. I'm genuinely curious. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Taurus, please take good care of yourself, and I will see you then. Bye for now.